I knew I couldn't be the only one going through this, and as I grew and overcome certain trials, I knew I needed to share it to encourage other moms who went through similar problems like I did. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Esther, and I help mom break free from self-sabotage, limited beliefs, and inconsistency through faith-centered guidance and practical home life tools. So, if this is you, let's dive in. So, I was 21 when I found out I was going to be a mom. At the time, would claim verbally that I'm a Christian, but here I was in an unequally yoked relationship. My relationship with Christ was barely existing, and I was awaiting an unknown future as a first time mom. And like everyone else with similar situation as me, this was not the future I'd planned for myself. And growing up in a Caribbean Christian household made my shame and guilt at an all-time high. I was disappointed in myself, disappointed I'd let God and my parents down, and disappointed I didn't yield to the warning sign He'd shown me. When I found out I was pregnant, I remember praying to God to not make it be real. Maybe the nurse got it wrong or I misheard her, but the morning sickness said otherwise. The growing belly in front of me said this was real and it's happening. Looking back, it's crazy how I engaged in the sin, but was now scared of the outcome of said sin. And this happened because I simply took my eyes off Jesus and decided to not let Him be the center of my life anymore. I knew I didn't want to be another statistic, a young black single mom, and so I was ready to compromise again because of that fear. And I was so close to accepting a proposal that should not have been. And thankfully, the Lord intervened and it became a closed door. Now, you would think the trials would end there, but it only got worse. I went through postpartum depression, my son's father had to return to his country, and the distance eventually ended the relationship. At 22, I was manipulated and lied to by my child's father and had to travel to a foreign country to court earrings to bring my son back home. I had to figure out how to now be a working single mom. The devil's lies, the self-doubt, the excessive overthinking, the isolation, the self-sabotage all became bigger and louder. I felt like I was drowning. I started disliking myself and self-blame myself, wondering how could I have been so naive? Why didn't I pay attention? And it went on and on and on. But God, guys, He saw me and was with me through all of it. I was just too focused on the problem that I didn't make the time to seek Him. And when I did, boy, did everything start to change. I won my court case and was able to take my son back home. With help from God and my family, I was able to become better at being a working single mom. My dependence and relationship with Christ grew. The word of God became louder than the enemy's lies. I learned to forgive and let go, and I grew, but most importantly, I grew with the Lord. I don't know what stage you are in your story, but here on this channel, I want to be that constant voice in your mind that reminds you that you are not alone, that God sees and hears you, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I want to encourage you and remind you that with God, all things are possible. Like there is nothing that God can't overcome. No problem is too big for Him. So lean into Him during your hardest season. Seek Him out during the good and bad days. I also encourage you to forgive your younger self. Surrender it all to the Father and leave it behind. Because God is going to take you places you've never imagined. He's going to use you in ways that surprises you. So let Him lead and be the center of your life. Depend on Him and have faith and believe in Him that what He has started in you, He will bring to completion. Alright guys, you have made it to the end. I hope you truly know and believe that you are not alone in this journey. You're a good mom who's learning and growing every step of the way. So take it one step at a time with Christ leading your way. Also, if you're having a hard time letting go of worrying, then make sure to click at the video at the end for some help with overcoming this. And if you think this is a channel for you, then don't hesitate to join our growing family. We're totally excited to have you here. And thanks again for watching, guys. Stay blessed and talk again soon.